We are in saddening times, to say the least. I personally have gone through evenings where it is hard to even go to sleep because the pain is untouchable. It is unexplainable. It pierces through the core of who I am. And I believe most of us share in this space. We have had young heroes who now we call them heroes because of their bravery and the courage to go out and say, we want a better nation. We want a better country. And in that fight, we have lost some who we continue singing your names, and we pray and continue fighting that may justice be brought to your loved ones, and we will continue singing your names. But Odongo, what happens to these men of this nation? Where some of them have become victims of the fight.
Majority of people who die in police custody, like Albert Ojwang, they're usually men. Majority last year's protest, out of the recorded 67, those are the formal numbers by the police, they were men. But like I mentioned to you, the tragedy is that often young men die in the hands of either fellow young men or older men, the police with a gun, And it's tragic because the fundamental problem I see with this idea is how the state doesn't see how by biting the right hand, you're denying the left hand an opportunity to grow. For example, Albert Ojwang is dead, killed because of a big man with a big title and a small ego was offended by his update on social media. They went and picked him from his home and killed him. But who have they made a young widow? It's a young woman. This young woman will raise a son. Statistics shows us that single parent households are 5 times more likely to be poorer than when they have both parents, And you imagine the economic burden that has on the entire society. So think about these 60 men who are killed. Think about the extrajudicial executions that happen across all the informal settlements where men are killed. These men are fathers. Think about the children they're leaving behind and how we are perpetuating a culture of poverty by letting these young women, often very young women, to take care of children, which then eventually, relegate them into places of poverty.